Lace 'em up, let's start the show. We're digging in with Trip. 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 We're digging in with Trip today, yeah.
Well, the time has come to award the Hurricanes February Dig-In Player of the Month, presented by Casual Elegance Designs. This guy has checked and distinguished himself in every box. Okay, off the ice, he's come all the way back, the long, hard road, returning from a significant shoulder surgery. Doing the things he's always done defensively, sacrificing, paying the price, shutting down on a given night and with regularity the league's most dangerous offensive players. And now the wrinkle of consistent offense, the feel offensively. And this is the most important part, without any cheat or shortcuts or give and take defensively. For all these reasons, the shovel will go to, and very proud to award it to, Brett Pesce. My gosh, he's gone from being as underrated of a defenseman as there is in the league. If he keeps going like this, you're going to hear him in the Norris Trophy conversation. Got to keep going. Got to keep digging in. There can be no complacency. So we're now going to talk to the great former UNH Wildcat product. But before we do, our thanks to our presenting sponsor, Casual Elegance Designs. CasualEleganceDesignsNC.com, specializing in new home construction and remodeling. They are elite because they're thorough, customer service through the roof. So thank you to them. And now let's officially award this shovel to Pesce, number 22 in the yearbook, but number 1 in a lot of Hurricanes' hearts. Very prestigious and no question about it, earned. Brett Pesce, my Dig-In February Player of the Month. He's earned the shovel, no doubt about it. Pesce, how does it feel? This shovel's coming to you, baby.
Oh, it's an honor, Tripper. I know you wouldn't just hand it out to anybody, and you feel like you wouldn't give it out unless you really thought that the person earned it. So, I feel honored for sure.
Yeah, I mean, friendship aside, you had to earn it. I mean, I know you call everybody on planet Earth my man. And I've always loved you, but you had to earn this bad boy. So let's get into the brass tacks. What would you consider to be, if you had to pick one moment where you needed to be shovel in hand before, during, or after your surgery and your road back to 100% health?
I'd probably say after the surgery. It was a pretty long road, especially the first few months in the start of rehab. You're going through a lot of pain and trying to get that puppy moving again. Just from a pain aspect and just a soreness aspect of, to where I am now. That was probably the hardest part that you kind of had to grind through and dig in.
Well, you've done it. I'm going to make a promise. Every time that anybody ever calls your shot a muffin, I'm going to order a dozen of the blueberry or banana nut variety and enjoy them with heavy butter, because your shot's not a muffin. It's jumping off of your stick. Do you feel any difference in velocity with a healthy shoulder? Has your shot changed at all?
Yeah, no, for sure. I definitely feel like I got a little more on it. With obviously a surgical shoulder. It feels good. I'm just trying to get pucks through as much as I can. Obviously the velocity helps, but I think anytime you can get a puck on the net, it's going to create good things.
Your goal in Florida the other night, Eddie Olchuk, a friend of the show, he dug in his career, and to beat cancer, he said, I loved how Pesce had the beaver tap calling for that puck on the power play. Beaver tap, always a good thing. And beavers usually dig in around Groundhog Day. Anyways, let's get to your family, because in a different way, everybody, your mom, your dad, your brother, the ultra popular Bradley, they're all shovel in hand. So each of your parents and your brother, how would you define how the shovel applies to both of them.
Yeah, I mean, just growing up my dad to start off, started his own business right after high school, a landscaping business and does snow removal. Didn't come from much. So, kind of did whatever he could to kind of provide for his family and obviously add one more to provide us the opportunity to play hockey. It's not an inexpensive sport. So, kudos to him. My brother, just kind of the same thing. Always worked really hard growing up in school. Went to Vanderbilt University, which is a top-notch program. Just kind of, he's never satisfied just being normal and kind of just going through the motions. He's always striving for that extra gear. Yeah, just kind of looking up to those guys. How they strive to be great and they're never satisfied. I think that's a huge thing for those two.
Insatiable appetite, staple of digging in, Pesce.
Mm-hmm.
Also being resilient is. So whether it be on the bench, on the road, whatever, why do you think your hockey club has been as resilient as you've been so far this year?
I think a lot of it is just confidence. We know what we have in the room, and we know we can compete with anyone when we're playing our game. Just being resilient, just like I said, it just comes from belief and we get down a goal, no one's panicking on the bench. We know we're going to get the next one and we'll tie it up and then take it from there. But I mean, we're just such a tight knit group. And like I said, it all just comes down to belief. We believe in each other and we believe we could beat anybody.
I don't know if you know this. I'm assuming you do. My special and heavily relied upon dig-in correspondent is Jax Williams. And so I tapped Jax on the shoulder and I said, "What are you thinking for the dig-in player of the month?" He tapped you on the shoulder. And the combination of he and his dad, what a correspondent he is, always has the feel. He said, "How did Pesce feel a couple years ago when I requested a shirt with his name and number on the back, not one with Williams 14?
Yeah. I was a little surprised too when Justin and Jax came up to me and asked for a jersey and for me to sign it. I can't say enough about that kid and obviously Willie, and it's just an unbelievable family. Just a top-notch family, and he's such a mature and polite kid. It just goes a long way. Everyone loves him on the team, and to this day, I'll reach out to him and obviously have a great relationship with Willie, but I just can't say enough about the Williams clan.
A+++, and that's probably why Justin had a high degree of patience when you had a muffin at the time that you doinked one off his face for going to Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. When you had a full episode, shovel in hand, in the off season, that guy, you spoke about Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
So now you're right there with Sid. You get your shovels the same month. So, I mean, how does that feel? That it's SC, Sid Crosby, and BP. And we're not talking about the gas. We're talking about SC and BP fellow shovels in the month of February. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Go back to just, it's an honor. Obviously that guy is one of the most well-respected guys in the league. Just world-class, one of the best to play. So to kind of get a shovel at the same time as him, it's remarkable.
Well, you've earned every bit of remarkable. All 4 syllables, right? You put your UNH education, remarkable. I digress. Okay, Pesce. As I send you into March, and you will have your shovel tomorrow night, I have to tell you, there are some door prizes when you're named the February Dig-In Player of the Month. You, big supporter and sponsor of the show, Audio 627. you now have punched your ticket to come angling. You
Oh,
are
yeah.
a big angler. You now have made your way onto the boat. And in the off season, you can come on the Adios and join the elusive swordfish hunt. Dig in players of the month, punch their ticket to Adios 627. How does that feel, you angler?
Oh, that sounds like a blast. It's a dream to chase one of those swordfish down. That's awesome, man. Thank you.
Well, the little guy, Captain Nick Giorgio, he'll be happy to have you. And guys that really dig in, Pesce, you're trying to get that swordfish in those cool temperatures at about 1,750 feet.
Yeah.
Now, if you're shovel in hand like me, some people use electric reels with squid and LED lights because it's so dark down there. But if you're me and you dig in, you just go down there and grab it with your bare hands.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
What's the best? I know that you're very proud of your boat in the New York area. I made fun of you because you're pretty chiseled now. There was one picture with a mini shark. I mean, it was like the mini me version of the shark. And I said, Pesce, what the heck are you doing to stay in shape? What's the best fish you've caught?
Probably just a nice big straight bass. Just a fun catch. Awesome to eat. They're considered the smarter fish around my area. So you really got to lure them in, and you got to dig in once you get them hooked.
Yeah.
So yeah, a striped bass is probably the one my most prized possession.
Smart like you. Don't let that go to your head. Don't let that go to your cerebellum. All right. Last thing. We're taping this as you just got back from Nashville. Guest of the show, Roman Josi, the current Norris Trophy winner. You've earned this. You got to keep doing it. Have you ever allowed yourself to think about really going from being, for me, the most underrated defenseman in hockey to being a guy in the Norris Trophy conversation? Is that something that has ever entered Brett Pesce's mind?
No, to be honest. It comes to kind of all the trophies and the bells and whistles. I don't know. I just try to block it out and just take it day by day. And I know it sounds cliche, but I love to win. I just want the boys to win. I want the team to win, and ultimately, the one prize I'll think about is the Stanley Cup, because that'll be a true honor when we get there. So yeah.
Okay, Stanley Cup reigns supreme. It's because it's a team trophy. But as I bid you adieu, and hey, listen, don't blow smoke, don't bump my tires. If you had a choice, okay, between the Norris Trophy or being the dig-in player of the month, which one are you choosing?
Oh, no question. I'm digging in, Tripper.
Yeah, well, it's good that you just said that, you'd like to think of yourself. Your cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla are all working with your brain power.
That's
Pesce,
right.
it's on its way, baby. You have done a remarkable job, a complete player, offense, no cheat in your own end, and one of those glue team guys. I knew that the moment we walked out of, let's just say downtown Banff together.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks,
we dug
it.
in. Congratulations. Yeah, we did. Congratulations and continued great success, my friend.
Thanks, Trip.
We're digging in with Trip today, yeah. Today, yeah. Today, yeah. Today.